When Aeon Flux hit theaters in 2005, it was supposed to mark a bold leap for Charlize Theron into the world of sci-fi action. Instead, it stumbled, both critically and financially. Grossing just $52.3 million on a $62 million budget, the film seemed destined to fade into cinematic obscurity. Yet, nearly 2 decades later, Aeon Flux has found new life and a devoted cult following, and its upcoming release on Paramount Plus might be the redemption arc no one saw coming. A misfire from the start. Directed by Karen Kusama and based on Peter Chung's cult MTV animated series, Aeon Flux was pitched as a stylish, cerebral sci-fi thriller set in a distant dystopian future. The premise, rich with political intrigue and philosophical undertones, followed Theron's character, a deadly operative from a rebel faction sent to assassinate a totalitarian leader, only to uncover a conspiracy far deeper than anticipated. While the live-action film retained key elements of Chung's original vision, many fans felt the execution lacked the complexity and surreal tone that made the series iconic. What was meant to be edgy and thought-provoking was criticized as convoluted and overproduced. Kusama later revealed in interviews that Aeon Flux was a painful experience for her. She described it as a shattering moment in her career, recalling how studio interference compromised her creative vision. Theron's career detour. Cutting off her Oscar-winning performance in Monster, Theron's role as Aeon Flux was meant to broaden her range. Instead, she has openly admitted that the project was troubled from the start. In hindsight, she knew the film was headed for disaster, lacking the kind of creative control and collaborative problem-solving needed to salvage its complex script. In interviews, Theron has said she joined Arrested Development almost immediately afterward, instinctively realizing she needed a course correction. Creator disapproval and studio compromise. Peter Chung, the mind behind the original series, was far from pleased with how the film treated his characters. He criticized the adaptation for misunderstanding Aeon's essence and softening the narrative for broader appeal. His scathing comments reinforced the idea that the film was made more for executives than for fans of the avant-garde source material. While the studio likely hoped to make Aeon Flux more commercially accessible, the result alienated longtime devotees and newcomers alike. A cult revival in the streaming age. Despite its rough start, Aeon Flux has undergone a slow reevaluation. In the year since its release, the film has attracted an audience that appreciates its bold visuals, ambitious world-building, and philosophical undertones, elements that were ahead of their time. Streaming platforms and social media have allowed audiences to rediscover underappreciated works, and Aeon Flux is now viewed by some as a misunderstood gem rather than an outright failure. With the movie now arriving on Paramount Plus on August 1st, a new generation of sci-fi enthusiasts will have a chance to experience the film for the first time. Whether they love it or critique it, Aeon Flux's inclusion on the platform is another example of how even cinematic misfires can earn second lives in the age of streaming. The legacy of a misunderstood vision. In retrospect, Aeon Flux may never have been the movie fans of the animated series wanted, nor the star vehicle Theron needed at the time. But it stands as a fascinating example of a film that dared to be different, even if it fell short of its goals. And for those who embrace its eccentricity, it remains a memorable, if flawed, chapter in modern sci-fi cinema. As Paramount Plus brings Aeon Flux back into the spotlight, it's clear that some stories, no matter how poorly received at first, can find their audience, even years later.